Hello everyone, so another part 4 of this telecom device. So we got basically only candies left, so let's just get into our copper. On each and every relay we have like nice copper spool under, so let's just take one apart and get a closer look, and then I will do the rest and we all see what we end up with. So let me just drop my cam into the holder, and yeah, let's start. We got one screw in here, so we need to take it out, and what we do later on, just put our screwdriver in here. Oh, okay, can just fly away. Just piece of iron, anyway, magnetic. Basically those screw is actually brass, so if I go so far I can just take it out just like that. Nice tiny piece of brass. Or no, not in this one. Okay, so that's even better. Everything go to scrap. And in this case, now we can just take out our iron and some gold pins. Okay, this one is elastic. Anyway, that is our spool core. Let's just get rid of plasticky material. Just like that. And what do we do next? Just like that. And unwind our nice copper. Okay, how easy was that? We got left over like one resistor in here and just plastic, and we end up with handful of nice copper. So later on, what do? We can just take those plastic washers out, take away those pins. This is also magnetic. It has like tiny copper knob in here, but yeah, anyway, I don't think it's worth to trying to recover it. So another plastic washer in here. Take our knob out, and our pins is actually out. One set of the pins, but let's keep it as smaller as we can. So let's cut away this excess plastic and grab a box. So this will be box for our pins. Number 2. Later on, what we can do, we can just get our rest of the pins. I will cut it at the beginning just in here, and later on I will cut it right at this edge in here, because first one I can do right away, second one not really. So I will cut them all just like that and just drop it into this box. Later on I will fish it back out and cut all the gold plated buttons. It's going quite easy. Sometimes they just jump away, but it's not a big deal. What else do we have in here? Okay, this thing is not magnetic, so it means either stainless or brass. Let me just scratch it. Yeah, definitely stainless. So this will end up on our stainless box. Let's say this one. Okay, what do we have left in here? Other side of this connectors. No, they don't want to come out. I can either just cut them like that, and thanks to that I have like two tiny low-grade circuit boards. So later on we left out with a piece of iron and some brass tiny metal sheets. So we will need one more box for that. Let me just find one. Okay, got one box. So let's just gather those as well, why not? There we go. And that is our leftovers. So to the iron. And this is like one of it. So I do the rest off camera, because probably you don't want to see me doing all that. And then I bring you all back and we see what we end up with. So see you soon. Okay guys, I'm in the halfway. So until now everything going okay, I believe. So this box is just left over our shred material. Yeah, a bit dirty with the plastic, but yeah, I believe that can just go as a shred. Same as this, quite heavy. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go after this tiny copper, no, brass knob, but I will try one and then I will see. If it go easy, I will go for it. If not, I let it go. Anyway, our non-ferrous material, stainless steel, not really a lot. Our gold bearing materials, quite heavy, cool, nice looking. I still have to find a way how to remove all those pins from those plastic stuff. And the second one I just need to cut just right next to the knob and then add the rest of this pin into this bucket where I have all my brass material. Quite heavy, quite a lot, nice. And yeah, I believe I can just drop it into low-grade circuitry, those tiny circuit boards, even though it has nothing on it. So yeah, that was the copper of the first relay I showed, and there is the spools from the rest of them. Cool. So I will play with this now. I will take away all the copper and try to cut all those fingers. And yeah, little update. It takes some time, but anyway, I believe it was worth. Those two boxes is quite heavy, and those spools are still quite heavy. This is nice, like for the gold bearing material, so that's great. And this is brass, also not so bad. So Let me just play a little bit further with it, and then we see what we end up with. So that's the effect for now. Hope you're enjoying as I do, and see you soon. Okay guys, finally I finish up with those things, and it took quite a bit of time. There's one pins, there's second pins, there's non-ferrous materials, pins again. I believe I can drop it into low grade. Here is brass of it, and there is pile of copper. So let's just look what we end up with at this stage of those bits. Let's go with this with the lowest grade. So this just piece of plastic had some electronic components, diode in this case. This one has tiny piece of cable and just brass connector and solder and tiny piece of copper wire. This one has resistors and again, yeah, those brassy connector. So not much, and we end up with 250 grams. Yeah, let's just say our box is 10 grams. So this end up as a low grade circuit board. What is in here? Cool. One less. This is our brassy stuff. No, I missed one in here. Cool. Quite weighty. $378. So let's say 350 grams. 350 grams of brass of whole device at the part 4. Where is my brass bucket? In here, covered with the copper bucket, just right there. So let's just drop it in. Cool. All adds up, even small pieces. Number 2 off, and there is our stainless steel. Not really a lot, but always something. This box is quite heavy, but anyway, 150 grams. So I would say 100 grams of stainless steel. That is some score for sure. So let's just drop it into the stainless. Oh, yeah, as I assume, about 50 grams for box. So 100 grams of, and the most, almost the most excited. Let's grab our copper. No, it's not. It will be not easy as I expect. Come on, back on the scales. So we got four. Come on. Already over 1 kilograms. 1200 grams. Okay, Yeah, that's what I was expect. And one hanging out in here. Two more. And another two. Let's try to place it somehow. Come back. Stay here. And one what fall down on the floor. Perfect. 2,630 grams of clean copper, of those 24 if I remember right, spools from relays. Full score. And yeah, what else do we have? We got those pins, those what just moving back and forth, and we got the other pins what they hit, all looking very nice. This one is actually ready to further process for gold recovery, and this one I actually has no idea yet how to separate it from this plastic. I can just break them all, that's the one way, but I don't really like that at all. But at the end, who knows, maybe I will end up to doing that. Anyway, let me just clean my scale, and then we see how much gold bearing material we get of those items in here, because actually my copper bucket is quite full, so I need to just go and empty it, and then I will just drop all this into this bucket. So give me some time and I will be right back. Okay, so I clear up my scale, all the copper end up in the bucket, and now the most important stuff, those pins. 200.2 grams and approximately 50 grams for self box, so 150 grams, and then we end up with those one. Let's zero that. I said zero that. Yeah, it's zero. Anyway, I do my best to preparing this as I can. So we got 118 grams of gold pins plus this surrounding area, and yeah, as you can see that materials. Let's just double check, put another one, also 4 grams, it's equal. 118, even 120, but yeah, let's say we got 115 grams of material. So let's just pack it up and leave it for further process. Let's zero that up. 0. Oh. Yeah, it's saying 120 still, so that's cool. Let's just close it off, and then set up next to this one 46 grams of other pins from that device plus 120 from the relays and 150 of these ones. So that device getting scrapped almost totally, because I got left like only these 3 relays, yeah, almost 1 kilogram of 3 tiny relays with the spools in copper, silver contact, and those brassy holders. Same deal in here, and 2 tiny transformer what has brass knobs just in here on each and every, almost each and every corner, tiny cables, and the copper inside, as you can see. So I got almost 5 kilogram materials left to work with. So in this 1.5 kilos will be tiny bits of silver, because they are very tiny, some brass, some copper, and in here copper, iron, brass, and cables. That's all what I have left of this device. So hope you all guys enjoyed that part, and see you at the next one, because soon we begin to play with those guys in here. So see you all and take care. Bye everyone.